Minister of Oblivion, the 4th Elder Scrolls game. Thank you, Epic Patsu, my very first Patreon donator. Thank you for your generosity. I should say, for 10% to our own goal of becoming a full-time stream. If you would like to see that, please consider donating yourself. There is a link in the description below. Alright, as we move, so we have one grandma is feeling somewhat better. She said to go for a walk. So let's assume the stream is working, because I can move forward. Ah, it's through the moth, guys. Now I remember. Now I remember. I was thinking that maybe it's not so stupid the name they have. After all, they do become blind. Maybe the moth name is more like a moniker that reflects that reality. Like insects to flame, they are. I don't know if that's an actual. I didn't research if that's an actual saying. Like a moth to flame.
Ancestor!
Jesus.
Got my hands!
Holy shit. I thought it was the trap. Holy crap. I thought it was the trap that was hitting me. Isn't that hilarious? This is 3, but this is 2-handed, isn't it? Pretty sure this is 2-handed. That's hilarious. No honesty. So yeah, basically an hour. She said, I'm going for a walk. I will be back in an hour. I am going to take her at her word. She has been cooked up for 3 days in the house. Well, she only lives for church anyway. But the hell are those things? Are they poisonous? Jesus. They are poisonous. Fuck. Okay, they are not poisonous. For sure, I thought they had died. Killed myself, more like it. So yeah, like moths to flame, they cannot control their urge to read the Elder Scrolls. Just that they become blind. Jesus Christ. Actually, I have no idea if moths. I know insects though. I remember in my youth there was a lovely artifact, you could call it. It was a blue tube of electricity. Calcinator. Do I have the calcinator? Retort and then pick. That made all sorts of insects go to it and it burned them to hell. It was very good in the wilderness. Well, not the wilderness. Was the wilderness, but there was electricity. Basically powered by gasoline. That really destroyed the wildlife. But on the other hand, you have mosquitoes with malaria and shit like that. But I am truly lost. Holy fuck. Utterly lost. Alright. Let's see how my equipment is doing, because I'm sure it's not a pretty sight. Jesus Christ, are you serious? Takes one? Holy crap. Repairing heavy armor takes one hammer. That's not good. Do I hear an animal? Ghost. I can kill it with my silver sword. Six damage, sneak attack, Jesus. It's really good. I am very excited for today. Today has the possibility. Okay, give me a second. Somebody's at dinner. Okay. Nothing really. Oh, so 6 damage with the silver sword. Silver sword is far better than the... Let me see how much sneaking do I have. 34, but that's not much. Don't even have my sword as a blade. 21, really? It's not even possible. I barely kill things with my sword. Okay, we go deeper. Deeper. The Shrine of the Moth. Fuck. I wonder if there is an actual moth. I was just making rationalizations for all this. There might be an actual moth. Ginormous moth. I remember there is something floating there. Okay, let's see if I can actually get close to him. I think 6 sneak damage from this shit should kill him.
Huh?
Ah, fuck.
Hello? Who's there?
Jesus.
What's
Holy
that?
crap. Month relic. Okay. Moth relic. That should... Maybe I should attack that thing. I'm going to. This stupid, ridiculous... Did I do anything? I think I missed it. Can I take it? Run for it! Fuck. No, I cannot take it. Where the hell it is? Where a Kabiri Daikatana? Fucking assholes at their swords. Okay, I'm almost out of arrows. It's good, I don't truly need them. What the hell? Since I have a decent weapon to help me out. The silver longsword of stealing. I need never to get caught by what? By police guards, as it were. Or they will take my sword. Alright, let's go. I still wonder if I will find a ginormous moth at some point. Would be hilarious. So I need better sneak to actually pull that off. That means... Ah, fuck. That was a stupid shit. I wonder if I can attack it with magic, maybe. I do have a fire spell. I find it impossible to believe that thing in the middle is there for no reason. I must be able to somehow damage it. Take it. Fuck. There must be a way. Or those are coffins. I need to loot them fast. No, they are not. Okay, let's use magic. There must be a way I can damage that thing. But it doesn't have health that I have seen. Maybe a shot. Magic just goes through. Maybe if it's red. Maybe when it's red I can actually. No. Apparently I can do shit to it. Take it. Fuck. Okay, I'm getting the hell out of here. I've deviated enough from the main quest. Let's get back to it. There might be a way to do something there, I don't know. If there is, so I didn't find out. But I'm going back to the main quest. Usually these things have a circular pattern to them. Usually Bethesda does not make you backtrack. I don't see any other way out.
Oh! Ah!
You fucking serious?
Ha!
So I'm trapped.
Ah!
I cannot open this shit.
Ah!
Yes, I'm trapped. I'm actually trapped. Well, this is great. What a lovely end to a playthrough. Trapped in the caverns of the moth. Didn't come this way. Maybe this is the exit. Can I possibly sneak on it? Let's see. That worked out fairly well. This is no exit. In fact, it would seem I did come this way. Ah, maybe this is the place that leads to the rock. Maybe. And I have found the way out. Yeah, alright. Ah, well. Not so horrible after all. Let's go and do something. I have no idea what I was supposed to. Ah, yeah, I wanted to sleep. That's what I wanted to. I came here to sleep. Now that I remember, I have seen sleep rules, sleeping rules. I need to sleep. That's why I came here. So I could do that quest. Alright. Speed, endurance. Speed determines how fast you move. Light armor and acrobatics. Strength. I think strength is good. Intelligence and willpower. It's okay. Agility. Security, sneak and marksman. Why not? Endurance. Yes. Alright. Now maybe I'm of enough level for that fucking Daedra. Let's see if that is the case. Daedra worshipping assholes. They should be free of enemies. That's one way Bethesda at least understands. They might not do very good RPGs, but they do great games for exploration. Exploration and respawning don't go well in my mind. Bethesda understands that perfectly. We're at the castle or temple. No, this is the crypt. Here we are. I wonder if they are angry with me. Okay, I'm curious enough that I'll read this thing. Nothing. Brother Hivri.
Shh! This is our time for silent prayer. You may wait outside or quietly in here. We usually finish around the 11th bell.
Okay, there was a book somewhere. Let's read this. To be read by all initiates of the temple. The Ember of the Ancestor Moth is an ancient as it is noble. We nurture and celebrate our beloved ancestors, whose spirits are manifest in the ancestor moths. Each moth carries the Philrion of an ancestor spirit, loosely translated as the will to peace. The Philrion, or whatever the hell it's called, can be sung into the silk produced by the ancestor moths. When the silk is in turn spun into cloth and embroidered with the genealogy of the correct ancestor, clothing of wondrous power can be made. Adepts of our order are gifted with prescient powers. The wisdom of the ancestors can sink the future into present. For this reason, our order and our order alone has been given the privilege to interpret the Elder Scrolls. These writings exceed even the gods, both Aedra and Daedra. Such insight into the inner fabric of reality comes at a price. Each reading of Elder Scrolls is more profound than the last. Each leaves the priest blind for longer and longer periods of time. Finally, the last reading achieves a nearly sublime understanding of that scroll's contents, but the priest is left permanently blinded to the light of this world. No longer can he read the scrolls. This monastery is dedicated to the service of these noble members of our order. They now live, or they are now dead, I should say, their lives with the ancestor moths that they so love. Their underground domain, or whatever, that's French, I'm sure, are well suited to the moths. They raise and nurture the fragile creatures, singing them constantly. They harvest the silk and spin it into balls of cloth. They weave the cloth, embroider it with the genealogies and histories of the ancestors that spawned the silk. This is their new life. As they tend the ancestor moths, so we tend to the blind monks. While they toil in the dark, we serve in the light. They need food and water, we provide. They need tools and furniture, we provide. They need secrecy and anonymity, we provide. Not really. I entered just by opening the door. They need purpose to sell the fruit of their labors, we provide. They need sex, at one time we also provided protection. Many generations ago, Gondron came to our temple. Newly blinded by visions of what was to be, she brought her new teachings. The visions of the ancestors foresaw the need of the monks to defend themselves. They trained and practiced the teachings of Gondron constantly. They are masters of the sword of no sword, the axes of no axe. Okay. As a novitiate, you will learn the teachings of Gondron. You will learn the way of the peaceful feast. You will learn to serve the blind monks. You will learn to provide. In time, you may attain peace in the sight of the ancestor moths. Okay, let's wait until 11 and see if this dude gives me a quest or something. The 11th hour. Is he going to stay there until night? 11 bell. What the hell does that even mean? I'm going to wait here until the 5th poop of the cow. What the hell is the 11th bell? Fucking imbecile. Do they ring the bell every 30 minutes, every hour? You!
What can this peaceful monk do for you, stranger?
Nothing apparently.
May you always...
Let's go back to the data. Why is that there? The book Modern Heretics describes the location of the Shrine of Ashura. Yeah, I want to go. I know where it is. It's not to the south. Right, it is to the south. Hilarious. Oblivion Gate. Don't think that's part of the main quest. No one has told me close the Oblivion Gates. It's not like Inquisition, where you actually have that mission. Well, if you take it seriously. Close all the portals. I did close them all, and nothing happened, to be honest. I think I'm going the wrong way, getting further and further away. I can't teleport, what the fucking more. Always forget I can do that. Alright. You are not worthy! What? Didn't he say it during ectoplasm? Something else?
You have entered a...
Tell me.
This... If you wish to speak to the lady, visit her shrine at dawn or dusk.
Okay.
Leave her an offering of glow dust, and perhaps she will...
Alright.
I'll be here.
Glow dust. I think I have that shit. Do I have glow dust? No, I have ectoplasm. Fuck. Glow dust. And I do have one. How convenient. Done! 6 hours, I would say, is done. Traditional timing for done, anyway. You wish to offer? Yes.
I have seen your name, traveler, and heard it whispered in twilight. I ask a service which holds promise of fame and reward. Many years ago, 5 followers slew the vampire Dratic and its kin, but all were infected by the foul creature. Knowing their fate, they sealed themselves up in the vampire's lair. Their suffering weighs heavily on me.
Really?
Travel to the gutted mine. The door will open to you. Bring the piece of death to my followers, and you shall earn my gratitude.
When Ashura was summoned, she told me the tale of her followers who trapped themselves in gutted mine. She wishes me to kill them, releasing them from their vampiric existence. Ashura shall unseal the mine. Yes, good. Is it far away? Not really. Alright, let's go. Let's go. What do you know? A compassionate demon. Something you don't see every day. Although those moth guys said they were deities, not necessarily demons, not evil per se. Maybe just another facet of the pantheon. Yeah, Greek gods were not necessarily good either. Selfish, incestuous, capricious. Like Ruleset, up the mountain, down the mountain, around the mountain. But I cannot go up. I do have to go up. Alright, there is a little... I want to see that camp. Maybe I can take some arrows out of the assholes there. Shit. Now I have more way capacity thanks to my lead upgrade. Don't know how happy that makes me. Ouch. Okay. Don't want to get into exploration of mines and such things, temples. But I do want to kill the people in the camp. That should be quite easy. There it is. Freaking Khajiits. Died. Huh. And the dog didn't. Hilarious. Okay, let's see if it can get here. I can get back here also. So I don't want to go down and have to climb this shit again. Doesn't look like it can get back here. But there is a road there. Shouldn't be too problematic. Fuck. Lockpick. The hidden camp. Yes, it is very much hidden. Okay, potions, great. Okay, boar meat. That thing has healing properties. Alright, so I said I'm not going into temples or anything like that. Cave exploration takes just too much time, and I've done it enough in my previous attempts. Just want to do the main quest and see if I can finish it. And if I do, I will go to Ashiri Nights, because everyone says that's great. How much time until Grandma arrives? 35 minutes. Let's put an alarm for 30 minutes. In the future. Ah, well, as I was saying before, someone interrupted the door. Today is a great day. Today, one of the pivotal days in the history of the world, if you ask me. It's great to be alive to see it. Should Donald Trump win the debate tonight, he's going to be president. The world will never be the same. That's for sure. If he wins, things will be very interesting for the next 4 years, and he will win. I mean, if he wins the debate, he will win the presidency. There is no doubt in my mind. Pennsylvania is close. If he wins Pennsylvania, it's over for Hillary.
Who's there? Hello? Who's there?
Well, these
Who's
guys
there?
are tough as nails. You can hear me from very much afar. Fuck. Holy
that?
Jesus. Several of them.
Huh? I'd better cut down on the ale. Starting to see things, I am.
But they don't seem to be suffering. One bit. They seem happy.
Who's there?
Very well armed.
Must have been the wind. To arms! To arms!
Fuck.
Showing your face was the last.
I can't believe that. Okay, I'm going to wait for them outside. If I have to fight them, I will fight them out here. At least I have a silver weapon. I know silver things do damage too. Okay, they appear to be leaving. Quite interesting, actually. Holy shit. Are they going to follow? They won't follow because they are vampires. What? Why is he not dead?
Oh! I'll send you! Oh!
What the hell is going on? Wasn't that supposed to do a lot of damage to these guys?
Who's there? Worst. No!
Okay. So apparently I'm a vampire now. Claymores, I don't know much about weapons. I think claymores are two-handed weapons, pretty sure of that. I mean, I know something about weapons, but not about the specific types of weapons. So now I'm a vampire. They say I contracted hemorrhagic, what? Hemophilia? Some disgusting thing like that. How do I know? Homophobic hemophilia, what? This is a vampire. Holy shit, I am a vampire. Where does it say if I have a disease? Don't even get shot. Days past 15, are you serious? Okay. I don't know if I am actually a vampire or not. I guess I'll find out soon enough if I go into the sun. I get burned to a crisp. That should be a definite answer, shouldn't it? Homophobic herophilia. Hemophobic barrier. Vampire disease, let's say. For some reason, I don't think these dudes want to let me. There is something that tells me that they is actually lying. must be my paranoia talking. Phaedra wouldn't lie. Never. Bones. The Lord of Bones. Don't know why in the TV series the Lord of Bones looked like a complete nerd. Like an idiot, like a cosplayer. In the books they make him sound very, very scary. Maybe it's because most of the things he had were animal bones instead of human bones. Guess that could explain. Where the hell am I going? I'm completely lost again. These games look all the same to me. Fuck. Took the bones. I have to find them. Things weigh a lot. Take a wrong turn in one of these places and you never come out. Guilty. Fuck.
Hey, I'd better cut down on the ale. Starting to see things, I am.
Two more assholes. On the left, they say. There's nothing on the left. Fucking piece of shit. Ah, there it is. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah, they don't seem to be suffering one bit, if you ask me. They're happy in their little mind. They obviously have consumed countless humans, because their bones are all over the place. Hemorrhagic hemophilia.
Huh? Nothing to worry about, I guess. Just my eyes playing tricks on me.
Yes. Yes, that's right. There's nothing to worry about. Nothing at all.
Guess it was nothing.
Nothing at all. Nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. You fucking piece of shit! That's a freaking orc. Orcs are
Let's get
assholes.
this over with. This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
No!
Yeah!
Holy shit.
Yeah!
Alright. Good. Have killed all the vampires. I should return to the shrine. Yes, I should. Because that's the last thing I'm going to do for today. Well, maybe. nose. Iron cuirass. Completely broken. Shit. Worn faded note. Yes, I want to read that. Because I don't buy the bullshit she's saying. Written a scrap of parchment and secured by a piece of rawhide to the vampire's neck. My name is Gola Grogmosgo. My companions' names are Aranalda, Nile Elf Daughter, Avita Cassiana, and Elmar Grakar. The vampire Dratic died by our hands, but the price was dear. Those in whose hands we have fallen, we thank you and pray your favor. Really, I want to die. We serve Lady Asura. Bring these, our last words to her shrine. We praise her with the full fountain of our devotions. Our destinies were written in the stars, that our souls and reason be slain and our world lost forever. None can escape her fate, but let us be remembered at her shrine and in the hearts of her servants. It is only by fate that any life ends, and only by chance that it is mine, not yours. I wouldn't agree with that 100%. They did enter into a lair of a very dangerous vampire. So it's not mere chance that they die. They definitely put themselves at risk. But on the other hand, if Hillary wins, then who knows what will happen. Regaf the Righteous. Let's read that book. Let's see if it gives me anything. Yes, so let's read. Rizlav the Righteous by Sinjin. Like all true heroes, Rizlav Larik had unauspicious beginnings. We're told by chroniclers that the springtide night in the 44th year of the First Era, on which he was born, was unseasonably cold, and that his mother, Queen Linada, died very shortly after setting eyes on her son. If he were much beloved of his father, King Mothrus of Skingrad, who already had plenty of heirs, 3 sons and 4 daughters before him, the chroniclers make no mention of it. His existence was so very undistinguished that we hear virtually nothing of him for the first 20 years of his life. His schooling, we can suppose, was similar to the many spare prints of the Colovian West, with alien tutors to teach him the ways of hunting and battle. Etiquette, religious instruction, and even basic statecraft were seldom a part of the training of a prince of the Highlands, as it was in the more civilized valley of Niveney. There is a brief reference to him, together with his family, as part of the rolls of honor during the coronation of Emperor Goraius on the 23rd of Sun's Dawn First Era. The ceremony, of course, held during the time of the Alician doctrines of Marachnu, and so was without entertainment, but the 13-year-old Rizlav was still witness to some of the greatest figures of legend. The beast of Anequina, Darlock Bray, represented his kingdom, giving honor to the empire. The chieftain of Skyrim, Krogik the White, and his son Hoag were in attendance, and despite the empire's intolerance of all elves, Shimmer, Indoril, Nerevar, and Dwemer Dumak Dwarf King. Really, the Dwemers were alive in the First Era? Were evidently there as well, diplomatically represented Risdane, all in relative peace. Also mentioning on the rolls was a young mare in service to the imperial court of High Rock, who was to have a great history with Rizlav, Rieni Tireni. Whether the 2 young men of about the same age met and conversed is entirely the stuff of historians' fancy. Ryan is spoken of in praising words as a powerful landowner, eventually buying the island of Balfiera in the Iliac Bay and gradually covering all of High Rock and large parts of Hammerfell and Skyrim. But Rizlav is not heard of again in history books for another 17 years. He can only offer supposition based on the facts that follow. Children of kings are of course married to the children of other kings to bind alliances. The kingdoms of Skingrad and Kavach skirmished over common territory throughout the 5th century. I don't understand. Why are there kingdoms and an empire? Oh, it doesn't make any sense. Besides, the kingdoms keep fighting, so is the emperor just a figurehead? But in this time, the first era is after Alesia, whatever her name is, Saint Alicia, established the empire? Okay, whatever. The details of this accord are not recorded, but since we know that Prince Rislav was in the court of Kavach 6 years later as husband to Belene, the daughter of King Justinius, it is fair to make an educated guess that they were married then to make peace. This brings us to the year of 478, when a great plague swept through all Cyrodiil and seemed particularly concentrated on the independent Colovian West. Dependent, okay. Among the victims were King Morus and the rest of the entire royal family in Skingrad. Rislav, only surviving elder brother Dorald, survived. Being the only surviving brother survived, okay. Being in the imperial city as the priest of Maruk, he returned to his homeland to assume the throne. Of Dorald we have some history. The king's second son, he was slightly simple-minded and evidently very pious. All the chroniclers spoke of his sweetness and decency, how he was a vision in his early years that brought him with his father's blessing from Skingrad to the imperial city and the priesthood. The priesthood of Maruk, of course, saw no difference between spiritual and political matters. It was a religion of the Alesian Empire, and it thought that to resist the emperor was to resist the gods. Given that, it is scarcely a surprise that he ended the independence. Obviously, that's what they're going to say, and he folded to the empire. Dorald did when he became king of the independent kingdom. His very first day was to cede the kingdom to the empire, of course, logically. The reaction throughout the Colovian states was shock and outrage. Nowhere more so than in the court of Kavach. Rislav Larik, we are told, rode forth to his brother's kingdom, together with his wife and 2 dozen of his father-in-law's cavalry. It was surely not an impressive army, no matter how the chroniclers embellish it, but they did have little trouble defeating all the guards Dorald sent to stop them. In truth, there was no actual battling, for the soldiers of Skingrad resented their new king's decision to give up their autonomy. The brothers faced one another in the castle courtyard when they had grown up. In typical Colovian fashion, there was no trial, no accusations of treason, no jury, no judge. Only an executioner. "Thou art no brother of mine," Rislav said, and struck Dorald's head from his shoulders. He was crowned king of Skingrad, still holding the same bloody axe in his arms. If King Rislav had no battle experience beforehand, that was shortly to change. Word spread quickly that the imperial city that Skingrad once offered was now being taken back. Goraios was an accomplished warrior even before taking the throne, and the 17 years he had as emperor were scarcely peaceful. Only 8 months before Dorald's assassination and Rislav's ascendancy, Goraios and the Alesian army had faced another of his coronation guests, Kijoric the White, on the fields of the frozen north. The High Chieftain of Skyrim lost his life at the Battle of Songard. While the Pact of the Chieftains was selecting a new leader, Cyrodiil was busy growing back the land of southern Skyrim that it had lost. In short, Emperor Goraios knew how to deal with rebellious vassals. The Alesian army poured westward like a flood of death to borrow a chronicler's face. You know what's the problem? They already said that he's a hero, so they have spoiled the book. He's going to win. In numbers far exceeding what would be required to conquer Skingrad, Goraios could not have thought actual battle was likely. Rislav, as we said, had little to no experience at warfare, and only a few days' practice at kingscraft. His kingdom and all of the Colovian West had just been ravaged by plague. The Alesians anticipated that a mere show of arms and a surrender. Rislav instead prepared for battle. He quickly inspected his troops and drew up plans. The chroniclers who had heretofore ignored the life of Rislav now devote verse after verse describing the king's aspect with fetishistic delight. While it may lack literary merit and taste, we are at least given some details at last. Not surprisingly, the king wore the finest armor of his era, as the Colovian estates had the finest leathersmiths, the only type of armor available in all of that realm. Really? Really? Are you serious? That seems impossible. Okay, whatever. Maybe the Idric armor at the very least, because the Aelids were servants of the Daedra. I don't know. The kings. How is that possible? Okay, whatever. That's ridiculous. If you have steel weapons or iron weapons, how can you not make iron armor? It's stupid. Alright, doesn't matter. The king's killed Cleonian mail boiled and waxed for hardness, and studded with each long spikes was a rich chestnut red, and he wore it over his black tunic but under his black cloak. The statue of Rislav the Righteous, which now stands in Skingrad, is a romanticized version of the king, but not inaccurate except in the armor represented. No art of the Colovian West would have gone to the market so lightly protected. But it... to the market? Okay. But it does, as we will see, include the most important accoutrements of Rislav, his trained hawk and his fast horse. The winter rains had washed through the roads to the south, sending much of the west wild spilling into the Valenwood. The emperor took the northern route, and the king Rislav with a small patrol of guards met him at a low pass on what is now the Gold Road. The emperor's army, it is said, was so large that the beast of Anequina could hear its march from hundreds of miles away, despite himself. The chroniclers say he quaked in fear. Rislav, it was said, did not quake. With perfect politeness, he told the emperor that his party was too large to be accommodated in the tiny kingdom of Skindred. Next time, Rislav said, right before you come. The emperor was, like most Elysian emperors, not a man of great humor, and he thought Rislav touched by Sherogoth. Of course. That's a Daedra, I think. He ordered his personal guards to arrest the poor madman, but at that moment the king of Skingrad raised his arms and set his hawk flying into the sky. It was a signal his army had been waiting for. The Elysians were all within the pass and the range of their arrows. King Rislav and his guard began riding westward, as fast as if they had been kissed by the wild Kinareth, as the chroniclers say. He did not dare to look behind him, but his plan went faultlessly. The far eastern end of the pass was sealed by rolling boulders, giving the Elysians no direction to go but westward. The Skingrad archers rained their arrows down upon the Imperial army from far above, on the plateau, remaining safe from reprisal. The furious emperor chased Rislav from the well to the highlands, leaving Skingred far behind, all while his army growing steadily smaller and smaller. In the ancient highland forest, the Imperial army met the army of Rislav's father-in-law, the king of Kavach. The Elysian army likely still outnumbered their opponents, but they were exhausted and their morale had been obliterated by the chase amid a sea of arrows. After an hour's battle, they retracted north into what is now the Imperial Reserve, and from there further north and east to slip back to nurse their wounds and pride at Nivea. It was the beginning of the end of the Elysian hegemony. The kings of Colovian West joined with Kavach and Skingrad to resist imperial incursions, and the clan Dinarion the Rayane was inspired to outlaw the religion of the Elysian reform throughout his islands in High Rock, and began pushing into imperial territories. The new high chief of Skyrim, Hoag, now called Hoar Merkiller, thought sharing the emperor's official xenophobia, also joined the resistance. Alright, his heir, King Izmir Ulwaf of Atmora, helped continue the struggle upon Hoag's death in battle, and also ensured his place in history. The king of Skingrad, who faced the Emperor army virtually alone and triggered its end, justly deserves his sobriquet of Rislav the Righteous. Amazing. And I guess that's why they give you a point in light armor, because he did all that. Well, no wonder raining arrows on those assholes killed them all if they didn't have anything better than hardened leather that won't stop an arrow. Not really. Alright, I'm going out of this place and that's it for today. So I should say goodbye. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I'll see you tomorrow and we shall have a full stream. My grandma feels okay. Fuck, I went the wrong way. Shit. Then it shouldn't be a problem. And I would also like to thank Felpatsu for his generous donation to our Patreon campaign, worth 10% to our goal of becoming a full-time stream. If you would like to see it, please consider donating. There is a link in the description below. See you next time and have a nice Monday.